How can I tell my mom I dropped out of school since last year?
I'll
Been
never
over a
forget the
year,
moment I asked
a
my
whole
parents to
damn
choose.
year, and I still
Either
haven't told my
me
mom that
or
I dropped
them,
out of
I
college.
texted.
And trust
It
me,
wasn't a
it's
rash
not like I didn't
outburst.
think
It was
about
the
it.
result of
Every
years
single
of feeling
day.
invisible
But
in my
how
own
do you even
family.
start a conversation
When my son
like
was
that?
born,
Hey,
I expected
Mom,
my parents to
remember
step
all those
up like they did
sacrifices
for my
you
brother's
made,
kids.
working
But
3
instead,
jobs so I could
I
go to
kept hearing
school?
the same
Well,
excuse.
I've been
We're
skipping
busy with the
classes and just
grandkids.
pretending to be
I
enrolled
watched
this
them
whole time.
prioritize my brother's family
Sounds
while I was
awful,
left
right?
out.
I know
I
what
asked
you're
for
thinking.
help, for support.
Why would you do that?
But got nothing.
How could you
So,
lie to your
I
mom for so
finally
long?
snapped and asked them
Well,
to choose.
let me explain.
The silence that
You know how
followed
they
was
say
worse
college
than I
is the
imagined.
key to a better
Was I wrong for
future?
asking? Was
That's
I
a load of
crazy?
crap. At least it was for me. And that's where the moral conflict starts. You see, I hate feeling like I'm wasting my time. And right now, being in college felt like exactly that, wasting my time. But here's the thing though. My mom, she worked 3 jobs to put me through school. 3. Not just a little part-time gig here and there. No. My mom worked long shifts in every place she could find. Restaurants, cleaning houses, whatever she could get her hands on. She'd come home exhausted, shoulders sagging, face drained, but every day she'd say the same thing. I'm doing this for you, so you can have a better future. And I get it. I really do. I mean, it was the classic immigrant story. The dream of giving your kids a life you never had. She wanted me to go to school, get a degree, and somehow, magically, land the perfect job that would solve all our problems. But here's the thing I never told her. I didn't want that life. At least not the one she wanted for me. I'm not like her. I'm not built for this whole traditional thing, okay? Sitting in a classroom, pretending to care about things I couldn't care less about, like philosophy or calculus. I mean, who actually uses calculus in real life? I remember that day last year when I made the decision to drop out. I was sitting in that stupid lecture hall, listening to a professor drone on and on about some ancient philosopher no one even remembers. I felt suffocated, like I was stuck in a box and the walls were closing in. It wasn't even the classes that were the problem. It was everything. The constant pressure, the looming expectation of success, the debt piling up. I just couldn't take it anymore. I wanted out. And so I dropped out. Well, sort of. I didn't actually drop out in the technical sense. I just stopped showing up. I kept paying for classes. Well, Mom was still paying for them, but I'd just skip them. I'd tell her I had projects or study groups or whatever excuse I could come up with. Honestly, I'm surprised she never caught on. I guess she was just so focused on working that she didn't even realize I wasn't really going. But it's been a year, a full year, and I've been living with this lie, this heavy weight on my chest. I can't keep pretending anymore, and I know it. But here's the kicker. I'm terrified. I'm terrified of seeing the disappointment in her eyes, the frustration, the tears. I know she's already had a tough life. She didn't raise me for me to turn out like this. Sometimes I even start to hate myself for what I did. I'll sit in my room, scroll through social media, and see all these people from high school who are living their perfect college lives. They're posting pictures at graduation, or their internships, or their study abroad trips. It's like everyone else is on track, living their dream. And then there's me, just existing. I started working too, not to make things better, but just to pass the time. I work at a coffee shop now, which is fine, I guess. It's not glamorous, but at least it's something, right? I can't tell you how many times I've sat there, wiping down tables and staring at the customers. They're all so content, so put together, and I'm just here. And it makes me wonder, is this all I'm ever going to be? A girl stuck in a dead-end job because I couldn't just suck it up and finish school like everyone wanted me to? So the big question remains, how do I tell my mom? Do I tell her the truth, that I've been living this lie for so long, that every time she asks how school's going, I smile and say, "Good, Mom, good," even though I haven't stepped foot on campus in months? But then there's the part of me that wonders if I should tell her. Maybe it's better she knows the truth. Maybe it'll make me feel better. But then again, what if she's devastated? What if she hates me? What if she says everything she's done for me was a waste? What if she just gives up on me? I hate that I'm even in this position. I never wanted to disappoint her. She's the only person who's ever had my back. But now I've got this secret hanging over me, like a dark cloud. Every time I see her face, every time I hear her talk about her hopes for my future, I feel like I'm choking. The guilt is unbearable. And then, to make it worse, every time I think about how I'm going to tell her, I can't do it. It feels easier to keep pretending, to keep going along with the lie. After all, how bad could it be if I just don't say anything, right? But then I look at the clock and realize time's running out. How long can I keep living like this? What if she finds out another way? What if she sees my transcripts or hears from someone else? It's like a constant loop of guilt and fear. And the more I try to ignore it, the worse it gets. I know what I should do deep down. I should come clean. I should sit her down, look her in the eye, and tell her the truth. I should stop running from my mistakes and face the consequences. But at the same time, I can't help but wonder, is it really my fault? I didn't ask to be born into this expectation of success. I didn't ask for this pressure. But still, I'm the one who dropped out. I'm the one who lied. I'm the one who's been too scared to face her. And that's why I haven't told her. Because no matter how much I try to justify it, no matter how many excuses I make, it still comes down to this. I failed. Maybe I'll tell her tomorrow, or maybe I won't. But it's getting harder to live with this guilt. So maybe one day soon, I'll just have to take the plunge. I just hope she can forgive me.